When we can come to God and say, you know what? I know nothing. I put all of that to the side. And I empty myself out so that I can receive what you have for me. So that's the way I want y'all to come into the word. You come into the word just like that. You empty yourself out so that you can receive what the Lord is giving to you. Glory be to God. So this is what God spoke to me. He said, slow down and read the scriptures intentionally, expecting to receive revelation from each chapter. And when I did it that way, baby, God went to speaking. Do you understand me? Well, he been speaking, but that's when I was really able to hear him. That's when it was really able to sink in. And as I was reading through Joshua, God stopped me. He stopped me when I got in the 14th chapter. That's why we're gonna pull that right there at Joshua 14. And I want us to focus in on verses 6 through 13 in Joshua 14, verses 6 through 13. And now this ain't for the people with short attention spans. This ain't for the people that gotta go. This ain't for the people that's in a hurry, because we always gotta go. We always in a hurry. We always got something we gotta do. But what did I just say? Only what you do for God will last. So you better make some time during your busy life to put God in there. Do you understand me? Because when you stand before him, he ain't gonna want to hear all that stuff you talking about. Well, Lord, you know I had to do this and I had to do that. And then I had to take care of this and I had to take care of that. And I had to run here and I had to run there. What did you do for my kingdom? What did you do with the talents that I gave you? What did you do with the gifts that I placed inside of you? Did you seek me with your whole heart? I sent my children. I sent my servants to speak to you, to teach you, to give you knowledge, to give you insight, give you revelation. Did you receive it? Did you learn it? Because saying, Lord, I don't know, is not going to be an excuse. It's not going to be an excuse. Glory be to God. Joshua 14, 6. We're going to focus on 6 through 13. God spoke to me. He said, what you do for my kingdom, it will outlast time. Do you understand me? It will outlast. It will live beyond generations. It will live beyond, I don't care what's going on in the world, baby. God said, I will remember you. Oh, and he said, not only will I remember you, but he said, I will remember your children. He said, for what? I feel the power of God. He said, for what you did for my kingdom. God said that the blessing that I'm going to pour on your life, baby, that thing going to be so big. Oh, that thing going to be so abundant, baby. He said, you won't be able to spend all of this. You won't be able to live on all this land. You won't be able to inhabit all this stuff. So he said, the blessing that I'm going to fall, that I'm going to allow to fall on your life, he said, it's going to pour over to your children. Oh, and it's going to pour over to your children's children, baby. God said, even your great grandbabies going to be blessed for what you did for my kingdom. Oh, you better keep on serving God, baby. Do you understand me? I don't care what smooth talking person try to come and make you do this and have you try to convince you and persuade you. You better stay with God. Don't you wander off. Don't you deviate. Because they ain't got nowhere to put your soul. They ain't got nowhere for you to spend eternity. You better stay with God and serve God wholeheartedly with everything in you. Listen to me. God said with everything in you. He said even when you deviate, even when you fall. We talked about this on one of the other lives. Being the good daughter. You got to be the good daughter. You got to be the good son. See. And with the good son, with the good daughter, because see, God is the good father. He is the father that goes ahead of you to make preparations for you. He plans for you. He thinks about everything that you would ever encounter, everything that you would ever deal with. He loved you so much, baby. He saw every tear that would fall from your eye. He saw everything that you would be, that would worry you, that would concern you, that would stress you out. He saw everything that you would ever go through. He saw every mistake that you would ever make. It's news to you, but it ain't news to God. He knew you were going to get in that before you ever even got into it. Come on now. He knew you were going to fall in that mess before you ever even fell. It's news to you, but it ain't new to God. He already knew. And he is the good father. Come on now. Somebody put that in the comments, baby. I need y'all to understand the type of God that we serve, baby. Somebody put it in the comments. Say he's the good father. The good father will go ahead of his children. He goes ahead of his children. And he sits up and he plans and he thinks about all the things that his children would encounter, all the problems they would have. And what the good father does is he creates solutions for his children, baby. Before you ever even know that there is a problem, the good father has already seen the problem and he's already made the solution. I feel the power of God today, baby. I can take off running in this thing. Somebody put it in the comments, say he is the good father. That's why I serve him. That's why you got to serve him, baby. Because he know what he doing. He know what he talking about. He say, I am the good father, the good shepherd. That's why we riding with him. We ain't riding with none of these other folk, baby. Because they'll leave you. Their love is conditional. Their love is based on conditions. The good father say, I love you. I love you. I love you before you even knew what love was. I loved you before you was ever even able to love me back. Before you ever even accepted me into your heart. He said, I love you. My love was already there. Come on now. All you got to do is receive it, baby. He is the good father. So because he is the good father, you got to be the good son. You got to be the good daughter. The good son that always do what his daddy tell him to do. The good daughter that always do what daddy tell her to do. Are you daddy's little girl? To my men, are you God's beloved son? Does he know you? Do you talk to your daddy? Do you do what your daddy tell you to do? Because he is the good father, and you got to make sure that you are the good son. And even when you deviate, even when you leave, even when you disobey him, even when you go left and he told you to go right, are you able to get back on track? Do you know how to get back up again? Come on now. The Bible say that the righteous man falls 7 times, but he get back up again. Do you know how to get back up again? Even when you deviate, even when you make the wrong move and God didn't tell you to do that, but you're drawn away by your own desires. Do you know how to get back on track? Do you know how to repent? Do you know how to turn from your old ways and get back on track? Because that also makes you the good daughter. That also makes you the good son. In the parable of the prodigal son, the daddy didn't care that his son disobeyed him, that he left him. The daddy was so happy that his son was back home, that his son came back, that his son returned before it was too late. That's all God is worried about. Can you return before it's too late? Come on back home. Somebody put it in the comments, baby. Say, I'm going home. I'm going home. Y'all sit out here and play crazy if you want to. Y'all sit out here and do and act the fool if you want to. That's what we say, baby, acting the fool, acting the monkey. You sitting out here acting the monkey, acting the fool, and you want to. I'm finna go home. Cause I got a good daddy. My daddy take care of me. I don't know what y'all doing out here, baby. Oh, who y'all serving? He got y'all out here looking crazy. I'm finna go home to my daddy, because my daddy feed me, my daddy clothe me, my daddy provide for me, my daddy take care of me, my daddy know every problem I was going to have, and my daddy already got the solution for me. I'm finna go home. That's what we say down here, baby. Y'all know how you start getting a little homesick. You like, I'm finna go home. Come get me. You get on the phone. You know how we go stay the night over somebody's house. Then we told them we were going to stay over there. And then you be ready to go home because they ain't got it at their house what y'all got at y'all house. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you get over there, you like, man, you on the phone trying to get somebody, come get me. Come get me. I'm finna go home. They be like, you having fun? You be like, yeah. Then you sneaking out getting the phone. Come get me. I'm ready to go home. I'm finna go home. That's how we need to be with God, baby. They done lured you out there making it seem like living life on this side is fun. Ooh, you do this, you do this, you do that. Yeah, it seemed fun when you were young and you first started doing it. You go out, you could drink, you smoke, you do it. After a while, you like, child, this for the birds. I'm finna go home. That's what God looking for. God looking for some folks that's sick and tired. Sick and tired. The devil try to romanticize all that bondage, try to make it seem like it's so fun. And it's so free and it's so liberating and you could do this and you could do that. He try to dress it up, try to romanticize it. But when you get tired of being drugged, Because see, you pay a price for being out there in that foolishness. You pay a penalty for being out there in that foolishness. You pay a penalty for being out there being disobedient, rebelling against God. And when you get tired of getting towed upside your head like I did, I said, I'm finna go home. Bye. Bye, devil. With your ugly self, I'm finna go home. Because my daddy take care of me. And why I'm out here living like this? And my daddy got servants that live better than this, baby. My daddy is rich. That's what we got to come. That's the mindset we got to come into. Why I'm sitting out here robbing Peter to pay Paul? Why I'm sitting out here broke, busted, and disgusted? Why I'm sitting out here, like they say, penny pinching? When my daddy is wealthy. My daddy is the king of kings. This the mindset. It's the mindset right here. Each one of us gotta come into. My daddy is the king of kings. My daddy is the Lord of lords. And I am his child. I gotta go back home. That's what God looking for. He's looking for some folks that can come on back home. Come on back home, baby. And he said, what you did for my kingdom, he said, I will remember it. I don't care how long it takes. Let me go to the scripture, baby, because we'll be in this thing 2 hours and I still ain't got to the scripture. Let me go to the scripture. Joshua 14, starting at the 6th verse. We talking about Caleb. Somebody put it in the comments, say the Caleb spirit. The Caleb spirit. So I'm going to read now. So y'all got to stay with me because I got to read it. God said read it. So I need them short attention spans.